Get to this money.
You're up.
Let's go. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Rodney Anderson Live. You did it. You found it. Congratulations. This is a show where we talk about all things. The mic's floating away from me.
Oh, just like slowly.
It just started like, this is a show where we talk about all things OU, sports related, predominantly. As I always say, like, you could try to throw some personal things in here, but I'm not a licensed therapist. So we're gonna get into a few things. There's been quite a bit going on for this time of year. Like, sometimes I think it's because I was a football player. I feel like after fall, it's just downtime.
There's only football season.
It's only football,
Everything
dude. Yeah, what else matters? But it's been a lot of fun post-football career to be invested in other things, not just football. Because we have a lot more successful student athletes than just our football athletes.
Yep.
In the chat, Dwayne, what's up? Good afternoon to you too, Nash. I miss running for OU. I think. I mean, I do.
Yeah.
I don't think. I definitely miss running for OU, but I wouldn't go back. I just always want to make sure that that's clear. I've moved on. Good times though.
That's a good. What would you say is your favorite part of it? What was your favorite part of running here at OU?
I guess, like, as it pertains, like, strictly to running the football, the best part of being here and running the football was scoring. I mean,
Touchdown.
yeah.
Yeah.
Getting a touchdown. There's just really nothing like it. Like,
Home crowd, away crowd, does it matter?
it doesn't really matter, but it's always the best scoring in front of the home crowd. Because you've seen that, like, everybody's had, like, think to that movie. For me, it might be The Matrix, where Neo is fully realizing his powers.
Okay.
For some, it might be like Gladiator when he's in the Coliseum. Like, when you score a touchdown and everybody is looking at you and cheering and just saw what you did, bruh. It's like, that's why a lot of times I score, I just look into the crowd. You know, I like raise my hands to feel like really cool. Like, yeah, what's up? But I don't know, that was the best part. And then you turn around and your whole team's there.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know, like, that's what you do, all this hard work to go put points on the board, and then you finally get to do it in a meaningful time, in meaningful moments. Yeah.
Nash said, fight song starts playing. Like, did you notice those moments when you were playing, like, the guns and, like, the Boomer Sooner and the Schooner running?
As much as I would have liked to say yeah, no.
You're just, like, locked in on that
because
moment.
like, when you're running, you would expect, like, I know from watching back, like watching film or watching the TV copy back, that I know it's loud. But when I'm actually doing it, it is eerily just like also in the movies where, like, the guy's running, or like the NASCAR driver, and all you hear is
Oh, it's like that, yeah.
yeah, like, all I can hear is my own breathing, like, and I'm just thinking, like, who's behind me? I've just got 10 more yards, 5 more yards. Come on. Like, it's just, I hear nothing but my own thoughts. And then like I said, I score, and I look up and I try to take it all in.
Yeah.
Because every person before me, all of my coaches, my parents, they all said, like, just take in the moment. It's not going to be that forever. And so I really tried my hardest to take in those moments, but it's hard. Like, there's so much going on. Like, I'm sorry. I would have loved to turn around and, like, yeah, the Schooner, like,
Yeah,
that's
look at
really
that,
cool.
yeah.
But I just didn't.
No.
As a player, I never, whatever.
It's an interesting perspective, right?
It is, yeah. No, I would like to, because it's also a different but just as rewarding perspective to see, like, Hollywood on a post route down the field and that ball, like, hanging in the air, and watching him, like, stretch out to get it, and you're like, because, like, I'm in the backfield locked up with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
like, And now he stops.
Look at you pass blocking.
Yeah, yeah, look at me pass blocking, right? I'm back there like trying not to get dumped on my butt. But Baker has now let the ball go. And so we both stop. And we're like, and like that's also a weird moment where it's like everybody's holding their breath. This dude that was just trying to kill me still has a grip on me, but we're like not doing anything with each other anymore. And so it's like, and then he catches the ball and it's like either ha or it's like, damn. You know? And so I don't know. It's also, it's just different perspectives all over. And I don't think there's one bad perspective. It's just all like a bunch of really cool perspectives. Coy Lewis, Sooner, because he said Boomer.
There you go.
That's what you do. Where Dwayne wants to know where he can buy one of those Letterman jackets that the recruits get. I'm not aware. A Letterman jacket that the recruits get? Interesting. I wonder if you can drop pictures in the chat. I wouldn't know. I'm not aware. Or maybe I've seen them, I just didn't realize.
I mean, is it the ones with like the O? With like the cream sleeves and the crimson?
Well, those are like
like varsity O, like
the varsity O jackets, like the like what you get for lettering. Those are your Letterman jackets.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious if that's what he's talking about.
For recruits? Isn't that what he said? That the recruits get.
Yeah. I don't know if they're just wearing it like for photo shoots and stuff like that. Or...
Yeah, it could just be the photo shoot thing. That'd be weird to put a Letterman jacket on as a recruit.
I mean, I could see the angle of like, hey, don't you want to be a part of this legacy?
Right. I just like Letterman jacket style, but not the actual Letterman jacket. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
It's like, maybe I'm still one of those. I'm not. I don't think you should get to put the whole uniform on. Like I'm in that school of thought.
Sure.
Putting the jersey on and taking a picture, that's one thing. But like full pads, helmet, jersey, and all of that to take a photo shoot. Nah, dude, you gotta play here. You get to, like, it's weird that it still happens, but especially before NIL, when like recruiting was pretty much the recruiting that everybody has always known, and it was like who's got the shiniest toys and the coolest things.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like every recruit's social media page was just like, oh, he's an Oregon, he's an Oregon Duck. Oh, actually, he's a Sooner. Oh, no, he's a Longhorn. Oh, because he's full uniform in all of these.
Yeah.
I think that there's got to be some like loyalty to it. He said the one with the brown sleeves. That's a Letterman jacket.
I think so, yeah. I bet they're having him put it on.
So, if they're doing that, like, whatever. I'm not going to die on that hill. But at the same time, I feel the same way I do about the Letterman jackets as being in full uniform. Like, you have to letter here.
Yeah.
To be able to put that on. It's supposed to be something special. Anyways, like, it doesn't, I mean, whatever.
Don't know where to find them.
Yeah. Uncle Chuck's on here. What up, Uncle Chuck? We were talking about this this past weekend at my son's birthday. We're talking about my live show. Because my cousin Drake gets on here sometimes.
Oh, okay.
My uncle's on here now.
That's cool.
Zip just jumped in. Yeah, Zip. I knew Zip was going to come. Man, I knew Zip was going to be on the same page. I knew it. Yeah, you don't get the uniform before you've earned it. That's just, while we're on the we've got so many other things to get to, but while we're on the topic, Snoop Dogg just posted something. He's always Snoop Dogg has like thousands upon thousands of posts on his Instagram. And so I see them every now and then, but one stood out to me. It was a post about somebody basically arguing that you have to earn your number. Like there used to be days like where you don't just get to walk in and pick your number. Guys don't, you don't buy numbers from people. You like line up and go head up for the number.
Oh.
Yeah, like, oh, you want my number? Okay, line it up. Oklahoma drill. Stop me, you can have my number.
Yeah, except for now you got anyone can wear any number, right? It's like you got David Stone wearing 0.
Yeah.
So like
Slot guy comes in.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Corner shows up and says, "I want to wear 0," and Stone says, "Okay, let's."
Line up. Oh my gosh. But honestly, if I was a David Stone like build and like a smaller position group came by and was like, "Hey, I want that number." And I'm looking at this dude that's half my size and he's like, "Nah, let's go, line up." I'd be like, "All right." Like, I'd line it up and I might give it to him anyways, just because I like the heart.
Like the heart. I was thinking of it from the other side, like you show up as a freshman, but you show up as like a Jaden Jackson type freshman. You know what I mean? Like you're stacked, and you go around, you'd be like, I probably want to wear 65, but like, wouldn't it be fun to take 13 or whatever from that receiver?
I get what you're saying.
I'll take whatever number I want.
That's hilarious. Yeah. So like if David Stone was coming into the locker room and like, I don't know, who do I want to pick on?
Nah, I don't know.
Tate
Sandell.
Yeah, okay. Like Tate Sandell's
29.
wearing 0. Tate Sandell, yeah. You're gonna have to line it up, David Stone. That's funny. Oh man.
Ooh.
All right. All right. Boom.Sooner says Snoop treats his IG like a group chat. That's so true. It's very funny. Oh, Zip coached against Snoop. Yeah, good man, talk smack, but solid. That's the impression I get of Snoop Dogg. Like, he had his, he was really with it. He had his gangster pass, for sure. But now, I mean, he seems like he's always had a heart for sports, a heart for the community, heart for the youth.
Yep.
Combined all three of those things, and he seems to be a good dude. I understand why everybody feels comfortable calling him Uncle Snoop. All right, let's get on track. I'm sorry. I've been taking this all sorts of left, right, up, down. Let's get into the starting five. We'll rifle through some of these because we spent so much time on the front end talking about whatever we're talking about. Appreciate you guys for hopping in the chat. The starting five today, let's start off with spring ball. Because spring ball practices start today? Tomorrow?
I think tomorrow.
Tomorrow? It's here we are. Starting off spring ball. It's not going to be anything like super special the first week. Probably just being helmets. Probably running through like the first install, both offense and defense. We're going to get a little bit of competition. I think it's always so important the first week to just be very smart in terms of like how much we're out there doing and how much we're out there exerting and how much we're out there. To me, week one, like you want to get active, you want to get the blood flowing. But since we're not in pads, it's got to be way more mental because I feel like it just lays the foundation for the coming weeks up until April 18th, the spring game or whatever. But should be a pretty fun spring ball, I think.
Yeah. What are you hoping to see?
I mean, I'm very interested in the tight end arc right now.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the series that I've zoned in on, and that's what I'm watching right now. I am very excited to see Coach McCulloch, with the running backs and just kind of see the new dynamic there. I've been a spring game hater a little bit in the past, but I would be lying if I said that I'm not excited to see this year's spring game. Just to see like the talent that we picked up in the transfer portal, really. Yeah, I think that's what I'm most excited for. Really, above all else, like, just want to be healthy.
Yeah. That's good.
But yeah, I'm Jason Witten. I think back to the tight end arc thing, like I really think having him on the team, even outside of the tight end room, like just having an NFL mentality, like it's a Jason Witten NFL mentality on the offensive side of the ball. I feel like BV and maybe Miguel Chavis and Bates, I feel like they bring that type of mentality on the defense. I don't really know where that's coming from on the offense. You know what I mean? Like that cutthroat mentality.
Okay.
like trying to think of who that would have been last year. But it kind of feels like we were just fighting through so much turmoil that kind of chip on our shoulder or edge was never really there.
Gotcha.
And so I don't know, like maybe we developed some sort of an edge because there's this new presence. I kind of feel like too, just listening to these like the Ben Arbuckle interviews and the McCulloch interviews and all these things, I kind of feel like they're like they have like a hungry tone to them. Like I want to prove that we're a good offense here.
Yeah.
And so I'm very excited just to kind of watch the whole. There's going to be some good lore built this part of the year that we're going to be calling back to.
So McCulloch did spend some time in the league coaching running backs.
True.
So he has that. Obviously, Witten had a long career playing in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think you're right. They're bringing some good experience.
All right, softball record. Boy, let me just read it. So they set a home run record last year at like what was it, 120?
122.
2. Yeah.
Was an
through 32 games.
SEC single season home run record.
Yeah, so now it's set at 122. It was 121 last year. It now sits at 1.
They're up to 127.
They're up to 127 now.
So they hit 122 for the entire regular season last year. Set the record for the SEC.
Oh,
this year, they beat their own record in almost like half the time.
Yeah, season's barely started.
Yeah.
And we've already
they've maybe played like 2 conference series, I think.
This is something so special. Do people chat? Direct question to you guys. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm reading like all that. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Owen Heineke. We're gonna do all that. We're talking about softball right now, and the fact that this is a super special stat. The season has just started, and we've already hit 122 home runs over that. 127.
Yeah.
Like nobody in the world, nobody's gonna touch this record ever again. Except for maybe Oklahoma next year.
Yeah, next year.
Oh my gosh.
That's because you have to think of the context too. Is like if you beat the record now, it's not like they're going to stop hitting home runs.
Exactly.
So I mean the distance is going to be.
It's gonna be hard to make up.
Yeah.
This is a very special record that I hope people are like giving attention to. I don't know, like, geez. Legendary is the perfect word, Zip. All right. I just wanted to make sure that was on everybody's radar because, come on, 127 home runs, and we're not even halfway through the season. OU Gymnastics, they're doing their thing. The women
they fell short by like 0.125 or something, a super small margin in the SEC.
A margin like that has got to be so disappointing, especially in the SEC championship. I know KJ is punching air right now. Perfection is a must. But they are both men and women number 1 seed, right? Going into is it postseason? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, because they do like regional and then they go on to national. Yeah.
Yeah. So then. What do they call their? Is it just a national championship?
Yeah.
Okay. Because like the men's, they call it like the NCAA tournament, right? The March Madness tournament. Is it still NCAA championship?
Yeah. We're talking about men's gymnastics.
I'm talking about men's basketball. Like sometimes different sports call it different things.
Oh, I gotcha. I mean, March Madness is kind of like, it's an official name, but like NCAA tournament is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That was a pointless rabbit hole that I just took us down.
You're good.
Yeah, I mean those programs continue to be dominant. Did the men when's the last men's championship?
Not too long ago.
It was a couple years ago, wasn't it? I was gonna say like maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
I'll pull it up.
It's always so funny to me the difference in like preparation between the men and women gymnast squads. Like, it's all like the same type of like physical preparation, but then when it comes to diet and nutrition, it couldn't be more opposite, as I understand it. Just because you got to keep your body weight at a very certain, I don't know, pound percentage or whatever. I just could, like, as a football player, I could never imagine like having to make weight by such a small margin every single time so that I could perform the right way. Like, for me, it was like, as long as I'm in this 10 pound range, I'll be fine. But for them, it's like, if I'm outside of my range by like half a pound, I can't hold the iron cross and I can't flip and rotate as many times. And then to be a guy gymnast, like, you probably have to eat a lot to keep your muscle mass, but the right things. And for a girl gymnast, you probably can't eat as freely.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. That's always been so. Gymnastics is like already mental when you're thinking about the physical aspect of it. But then when you go outside of the gym, it like doesn't stop. You still have to. I mean, the way I understand it, these athletes are like scared to look at cookies and like scared to look at like a salad. They probably stare at salads.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Pulled it up. 2018, last men's championship.
Yeah, so it's been some time.
They'd won 4 straight. 15, 16, 17, 18. They won 4 straight.
So they're just taking a little break.
Yeah. Letting everyone else have a turn.
Yeah. All right, y'all's turn. Yeah. Who else wants to win? We're tired of winning.
That's right.
Oh, my gosh. All right. And on to the Continental Coliseum.
The Continental Coliseum.
Well, how do we feel about that name, chat? We're talking about the OKC Thunder Arena project got a new name, or I guess
it's naming rights for
naming rights
for the new arena. Yeah.
Yes.
So we had the Ford Center back whenever that arena was first built. That's like when the Hornets got displaced.
Okay.
And they came and played in OKC because of Hurricane Katrina. It was the Ford Center.
You're putting me on game right now.
That's crazy. Yeah, Ford Center. They would have a truck in there and all
during
that.
During Hurricane Katrina, that's when
back when we built it. Yeah.
Wow. Dang. Where were you in Katrina?
Hera, Oklahoma.
Hera?
Yeah.
I was in Houston.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. We went to my grandparents' house because they lived in the Dallas area.
So it was close enough.
Oh, yeah. No, everybody in Katy evacuated.
Did it get flooded?
Houston floods so easy.
Does it?
And so suburbs, surrounding areas, they also flood pretty easy. Nothing like downtown Houston, though. Like downtown Houston, they flood. We maybe had some shingles off the roof and maybe a broken window here or there.
Okay.
It was more precautionary for Katy where we were. But no, downtown it was bad. It was so weird, though, because in Dallas it was beautiful. Like, it was great weather. But then
it's almost Oklahoma at that point, though.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how an Oklahoman describes Dallas. Is like, you're basically in Oklahoma. So we had Ford Center.
Okay.
Then it became the Chesapeake Arena, the Peak.
Yes. I think it was Chesapeake when I got here.
That's whenever, like, the KD, Russ, James Harden. Like
Yes.
That was, yeah. And then it became Paycom.
Right.
That's been our most recent. And so now Continental Resources. Resources is now.
Is it normal for an arena like that to turn over names so quick?
I mean, I don't know. I don't either.
I mean, that was a pretty random question I just hit you with. Yeah. I'm thinking of like Houston. It was the NRG Stadium where the Texans play.
Mm-hmm.
It was NRG Stadium forever. And now, oh no, I'm sorry. It's NRG now. It was Reliant Stadium forever.
Reliant, yeah.
And then it changed to NRG. It was like the biggest thing ever. Okay, whatever.
Well, it's crazy. I mean, because like LA was like Staples Center forever, right?
Right.
Now it's the Crypto.com Arena.
Yeah.
I mean, Staples didn't have it like that anymore to keep the naming rights to home of the Lakers.
I think Continental Coliseum is a cool name. Is that what you call an alliteration because Continental Coliseum, like CC?
Yeah.
I think anytime you can alliterate like that in a name, it's cool. You're telling me that some people think it's a mouthful,
Yeah, it doesn't roll off the tongue super easy.
but I feel like people will call it like the Coliseum, or I don't know. You could even call it Continental, the CC. Somebody's gonna figure out a cool, like, catchy name, and then that's what everybody will call it.
Everybody's been dying to call it the Thunderdome,
The Thunderdome. That'd
But,
be
like,
really cool.
but the Thunder's like, no, we need someone to pay for this.
No,
naming
can we
rights. Yeah.
the Continental Thunderdome Coliseum? We just call it the Thunderdome. Yeah, I don't know. Coda. Why didn't Nick come back? Because he didn't want to. I don't know. It just creative differences didn't work out. No bad blood with the coaches or the players. Just didn't work out. I don't know. Like, I'm sorry for such a bad answer. I get tired of talking about Nick sometimes. Other opportunities arose that were better for his path. Next, Boom.Sooner says it. Bro, my whole street in Katy flooded. I mean, yeah, it does flood in Katy. It floods in the suburbs. Did I say that? I said that, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But not as bad as downtown Houston.
Mm.
Like, there's no way we can compare any streets in Katy, Cypress, Memorial, Sugarland, maybe Sugarland. I've seen Sugarland get pretty flooded before. I think any suburb of Houston can be super flooded, but it will never compare to what's being done in Houston, in downtown. It's just, it holds water. Yeah, Coda, you get it. You get it. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Mock draft. Yeah, we got some. Our Masons projected to go really high. I think we all knew that.
Yeah, ESPN had Field Yates put out his mock draft, I think today. Had R. Mason going number 20 overall to the Cowboys.
Which I like it. I just
first round pick, I mean.
Yeah, dude, you can't get better than that, obviously.
The analysis said that they thought he would be a day one starter too. To maybe almost any team. To maybe any team he goes to.
I could see it, honestly. I mean, that first step, dude, and then the power that follows. I don't know. I could see it. It just Jerry Jones. I don't know. As long as R. Mason's happy, I'm happy. You know, he's gonna get picked high. He's gonna go to a team that is gonna be excited about him. So I don't think you can ask for any better of a situation than that. But G Baby though,
he's been in a couple.
I think he's really shown out and done his thing this off season, like preparing for the draft. Hats off to him, dude. I remember when he first showed up here. Not that he wasn't serious or anything, so don't get me wrong, but he just seemed young and like he had a lot of developing to do. And honestly, I just want to take a moment to give G Baby his flowers because he really locked it in, trusted the process, trusted his coaching, and now look at him. A guy that you would have maybe put in like the 4th, 5th round, some people probably would have even said the undrafted route, is now looking at 2nd, 3rd round. Like, that's generational wealth and money off rip. So, and you're probably going to go to a team that's got plans for you too. So, man.
I think BV has a track record of that kind of thing too. Because I remember Danny. So, BV had his first year with Danny. Danny got 100 tackles. I mean, he did great.
Went stupid.
But then going into that next year, I remember a lot of the like media and stuff that Coach Venables did and Danny did was like around, hey, you've got a great personality, but are you just trying to be the funny guy? Or do you want to be a good linebacker? Great linebacker. And so I think that he seems to have a good way of like allowing guys to be who they are, because Danny was still Danny.
Yeah, of course.
But was able to kind of flip that switch, lock in,
Mm-hmm.
And now you're seeing, like you said, very similar kind of thing with G Babies. Like
Yeah, like it's not that he was never not serious. He was never like an immature guy, but there's a step up you have to take if you want to be considered like serious. I that's a great take. Let's leave it at
thanks.
that. That's a great take.
It's good because Sooners for Life's got a great question.
Oh, Sooners for Life. What you
Lead
got?
us into our next topic.
What is the mood around the program regarding Owen and getting his injunction? Heard he's going to be an alumni judge. Oh, he's going before an alumni judge. Yes. And somebody else up here was asking about Owen Heineke. Just want to make sure. Coda mentioned Owen. There was one other. Anyways, yeah. So Owen Heineke. I remember last week on the live, Owen had just talked to the media and said that he's focused on the NFL. I'm going to the league. Like, that's my focus. And so I was on here like, hey,
Guys, he's not coming back.
he ain't coming back. Let's move on. Yeah. But I think what happens, like, in this process, there's so many moving pieces. And it's an ever-changing landscape, especially for Owen in his specific situation. He's got a team of people around him that I'm sure at that time were like, guys, look, who knows what's going to happen with this appeal? We need Owen. Best thing for you to do is focus on making getting drafted, putting your best foot forward for the NFL. And so Owen's job for the past, since January has been to just be only where his feet are and just focus on what's in front of him day by day. At that point in time, I think it was for real the NFL. Like, I think truthfully that was the case.
Right.
But then new information, comes up. Woody Glass from the football front office, or was from the football front office, is in the mix, part of his legal representation. And then yes, also there was an injunction filed, and they will be going before a judge who is an OU alum.
Which just lets you know, great education.
Right. This is a smart, capable guy wearing that robe, swinging that gavel. So, like, it's a blessing, honestly, that he's still here. How he's not moved on to greater things, I don't know. Especially being an OU law grad.
I'm saying, man.
I don't know. Like, I at first I was like, man, just focus on the next step. I'll be patient for as long as I can, but for Rodney, I'm like, man, let's just go. But then getting the news to be like, oh, no, there's a chance. I think now for Owen, being where his feet are, it's, pivot, continue to train. Like, training was going to be there regardless. You got to stay in shape, whatever. But there is I think, a true path to getting back on the squad. And I'm trying to think like I guess we'll start here. Like, first, I think it's awesome that the front office is fighting for him. Like, the football front offices are clearly fighting for him. But Roger Denny even has
immediately after put out a statement.
Was like, yo, we're in full support of this. So you have the full athletic department behind you, football team, like, they want you back. Like, knowing all of that, knowing the situation he's about to go in with this injunction, this is the better choice. As it stands today, getting the opportunity for him to come back and prove consistency. Because honestly, I do think Owen is talented enough to be drafted. Does he have like the hype and all that to go rounds 1 or 2? I don't know, not right now for sure, but I think he has the talent to go 4, 5, 6, something like that. So coming back and proving that he can put together another good season, he can prove consistency, I think that'd be great. It only serve him. Like, I think if he was able to come back, prove consistency going into the draft the next year, he does nothing but improve his draft status as long as he's healthy. Knocking on wood. I thought Oklahoma couldn't have any involvement in it at this stage. it's not. I don't think so. Woody Glass doesn't specifically work for the football team anymore.
No, he does not.
So he is allowed to represent Owen Heineke. Obviously, the judge isn't on OU football's payroll. So nobody is.
They've just said we support him.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like we are. It's like I don't know. They're building the Buc-ee's in Oklahoma. I support that. I'm not going to go put my hands on any construction tools and help build that Buc-ee's, but I approve. I support. And so, yeah, I think that's all it is. Dwayne, yeah, dude, right there with you. Everybody's given, they granted that 9th-year guy. What's his name and where's he from?
The 9th-year guy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We keep bringing him up as 9th-year guy. I wish I knew a little bit more about him. Yeah, but I do know that his career was riddled with injuries. And like me and Kelly were talking about this earlier. Like, it's stupid to sit here and look at these two cases. You have a dude who has been nothing but healthy, but the only blemish is that he played 13 minutes of a lacrosse game in a different part of the country. And then you got this guy over here who has just repeatedly gone down. Like at a certain point, like I was telling Caleb, I had 3 ACLs. And after the third one, the doctor was like, dude, don't do it. And it was the Bengals team doctor was the one that told me that. And then the Bengals team doctor went to the Bengals and was like, don't do it. Don't sign him back. Because it's going to be pointless. The body's breaking down. And so same thing, like I'm not here to like try to take anybody's dreams or tell him to stop fighting or whatever. Like that's his decision for sure. But NCAA, if you're going to grant that, grant the kid that, is not going to fall apart too. All because of 12, 13 minutes of a lacrosse game. Come on. Yeah, dude, I don't know. The whole Owen Heineke thing, it just continues to paint the NCAA in a terrible light. They are just some spineless, shifty little.
Not a fan?
No, I'm not a fan, bruh. Boz called it so many years ago. Communist, bruh. National communists against athletes. Man. It's just do the right thing. This is a common sense. Just if I could talk to my 1-year-old son, like just have a conversation, he would know. He'd be like, yeah, let him play.
Yeah,
let him play, dada. Like, this is just, all right.
So then what does it mean to say this works?
Mm-hmm.
He gets his year back, and we got Owen Heineke back here next year. So we lost Kobe, transferred.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy transferred.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Kendall Daniels has gone to the draft.
Right.
Kendall Dolby, who played kind of that hybrid safety linebacker cheetah role.
Yeah.
I mean, so like, what does it mean for this defense, for this linebacking core, for the team if Owen were back next year?
You plug him in there somewhere. I would almost think he's one of your starting linebackers.
I mean, him and Kip. I mean, feels
him and
like,
Kip.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got all these other pieces too. Sullivan.
Cole's here, yeah.
I guess from a defensive perspective, kind of bouncing back to spring ball, I'd be interested. I guess the linebacker is an interesting little. It's going to be interesting to play out, especially with this Owen piece kind of hanging here. I do honestly, Kip and Owen Heineke. I think those are your starters. If Owen gets this extra year, what do you do with Cole? Maybe he's that cheetah. He can rotate in that cheetah position.
And the thing is, they rotated linebackers a bunch last year.
That is also very true.
Yeah.
And so
guys are going to get.
There's
going
to be there's plenty of snaps to go around. I like Sooners for life. We need a free Owen Heineke T-shirt like yesterday. We should for real do that. Is Bobby here?
I don't know. He may have stepped out.
Bobby. Yeah, he's not here. We're gonna Sooners for life. We'll figure something out. But nah, that'd be a sweet shirt. Yeah, I think you've got to play Owen. And like all this work that they're doing, I think that's what they want too. You know, there's no way that they're like, you know, I'm kind of speaking out of both sides of my mouth. So, who asked? Yeah, Sooners for life. I thought they couldn't have any involvement at this stage. I mean, they're in full support. Owen is still listed on the roster. And up until they couldn't have a hand in it, they did. And so I think they're definitely hoping and planning to have him back. So which means that there's cap space for him. They're going to pay him. They've got to if he's going to turn down the league. So, yeah, I don't know. I hope it all works out. I think it will, honestly. I've not seen a situation where in this new NIL era where the university sues the NCAA and they don't win, which is just more blemishes against those communists, against athletes. I wonder if could we hit somebody up from the NCAA and be like, hey, do you want to be on our podcast and talk about this? Can you give us some color?
We'll say, we'll watch a few clips and kind of see if it's our vibe, and then they'll hear everything.
They'll hear me on here.
Like, no, we don't want to go on your podcast.
You think we're communists? No. Sooners for life, trademark. We won't steal it from you unless you want to get in on it. Okay. Oh, what up, Mark? You heard me on the KREF. How's that relationship been going, or how long has that been? It's been for some time. I don't know. I just I fill in. I know the vineyards pretty well, or pretty well, and every now and then they'll hit me up and say, "Hey, Teddy's going on vacation," or "We need somebody to fill in for this holiday. Are you going to be around?" Because they know I live around here. And so, yeah.
When did you fill in?
Last Friday, maybe? Or no, the Friday before last. Yeah. The Friday before last, I was at the Riverwind, actually. It was like a remote thing. And so pulled up to Riverwind, did a little 3 hours. Yeah, and whenever they call me next, if I can hop on, I will. I can do that for them and also the franchise. Whatever. Just something fun to do, I guess. The Boz shirt was ahead of its time. What if we just redid the Boz shirt? But it was like the same, because it looked like a T-shirt that he had been sweating in, like a rough. I think it'd be funny to like recreate the roughness of that shirt.
Here's a crummy T-shirt.
Yeah, here's your. And like you got it not in a box. It's just like crumbled up and stuffed in a sack, like
Walmart sack.
A Walmart sack, and like somebody shows up and like you answer the door and somebody just throws it at your face. It walks off. Yeah. Nah, Sooners for life. Nah. We're gonna collab because I'm fair. I like treating people fair. All right. Let's hit women's basketball. Because they are making another run. Pass is looking pretty decent right now. I'm not going to lie. So we play South Carolina. Mm-hmm. Second straight year going to Sweet 16. We've not struggled with South Carolina, but I feel like they've just been a good matchup for us. I think with Aaliyah Chavez, like she's been going off. So that was a much-needed piece when we face teams like this. But, yeah, what do we think about women's basketball? Like, the fact that they've shown consistency, they've retained, they've been able to go recruit and pick guys or girls up in the portal. Like, I think going past the Sweet 16 is in the cards for us. We play this Saturday?
Yeah, Friday or Saturday.
Friday? Man. What other?
We beat South Carolina earlier this year.
Wasn't it in overtime?
Yeah, Leah Chavez went crazy because we had a big lead. They fought back, got it close. We go to overtime, and I think Aaliyah outscored South Carolina by herself in overtime. Like, she was
Put the team on her back.
nuclear from 3. Yeah, she was going crazy.
What a talent. It'll be very interesting to see her path throughout college.
Saturday night, last game. Thanks, Sooner Cowboys.
Appreciate you, Sooner Cowboys. 706. Need to beat USC and make the Elite 8. Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's like just go in. You know? I mean, that's kind of what all sports is. Just go in. Oh, I'm just kind of stalling out. I don't know.
No, I mean,
like, just go win. Yeah.
they've got, I mean, you watch Reagan Beers is,
She's
just dominant.
Yeah.
She
looks like in way better shape this year,
she's
in my
running
opinion.
she's running like the fast break sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, she'll get the rebound if the outlet's not immediately there. She's like, well, because that's what I've noticed. They play so fast.
Yes.
And it's like Reagan's like, hey, look, I'm gonna take it if I need to take it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think that's something I noticed last year watching them. They did seem like a little not unathletic, but just slower, you know, or like able to be run down. And now I feel like maybe it's because of the Aaliyah piece being added. Like, you have to move fast with a talent like that. You have to like kind of turn it up. And Reagan, like, we've had her in here a few times, like, competitor. She grew up with brothers that push her, so I mean, she's not afraid of any competition or any like challenge.
It's crazy because they'll run like a fast break, and Reagan will get down the court, and by the time like they're getting down there, she will have sealed her girl. She will have put herself between her defender and the basket, and they just do a little dump down to her, and she'll catch it and score, and it's just unreal.
Yeah, but that's all you need to do. Rinse and repeat.
Mm-hmm.
And then when everybody starts to tighten up, start dishing it out to Aaliyah.
Peyton Verhulst.
Dude, low-key, Peyton Verhulst is probably one of my favorite players. I feel like she's kind of chippy, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, she's not afraid to, like, throw down.
No, and she takes some shots, like, she takes some deep threes.
Mm-hmm. She's not afraid.
She's looking for that, like, dagger, like, yeah, I'm like that kind of moment.
I feel like that's, even if it wasn't the smartest, I was always trying to take the shot. Like, it's so hard to pass up the shot because it's like, you know, what it could be. I don't know. What kind of a player would you be? Like, I'm going to play this methodically, stick to my guns. This opportunity presents itself, but it's outside of the scheme. Like, I got to trust the scheme. Or are you going to take that shot?
Like, me personally?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. Jeez, sorry. I got so nervous. I don't know. I don't think I've got that mentality. Like, truthfully, to be like, I got this. Like, I'm going to take this 30-footer. Like, I just don't think I've got that mentality. Dude, I think I'd be like, I got to play in the system. I got to look for a teammate, you know, something like that.
Yeah. I think in basketball, it just seems didn't play at this level, obviously. It just seems like there's no helmet to cover you up. You're not out there with, 21 other guys. Like, it's 5 people on the court with you, 4 other people on your team, 5 other people opposing. Like, it's everybody knows who took that shot, and everybody can like see your thought process kind of play out. Like, oh man, she's finna pull up, and to be able to be like, nah, F it.
And Verhulst, she'll drill
and drain.
I think in that first game, the commentators said too that Aaliyah leads maybe the country in pull-up threes, like on a fast break.
I can see that.
She's like that too. She's got that like, oh, go down the court, like, oh, if I'm a little open, I'm going to take the shot.
It was like when Trae Young came here.
Sooner Cowboys just said that.
Really?
Reminds me of Trae Young.
I was off of oh yeah, Sooner Cat. We're on the same wavelength. Yeah, I was here when Trae came, and I did go to a few of his games. Like, it was actually, so I was still am pretty tight with Jordan Evans, and Jordan Evans obviously a Norman native. so when Trey Young was coming up through it was Norman North, right? It was one of the Norman schools. He was coming up. Jordan Evans was like in our locker room talking about, hey, y'all, we got to go watch this kid. He's committed to OU. Trey Young, he's playing tonight in Norman. Like, let's go. And so we'd all pull up
To the high school game?
to the high school game.
Norman North is what it was. Yeah.
Norman North, yeah. Gym packed, and I'm not joking. It was like watching a already collegiate basketball player just playing against high schoolers. He was pulling up from half court and, boy, knocking it down. And we're just like, whew. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit of a doubter. Great player. I'm never gonna say he's not a great player, but I was the guy's like, he's not gonna do that at OU. He's not gonna do that in college. Boy, yeah, he did. He just pull up and just jack it from deep, and he's hitting too. So yeah, Leah, it's just so fun to watch. Trigger happy, love it. I agree with that statement. Jordan Evans was one of the better linebackers. So underrated. Probably one of the better linebackers OU has had in the past 10 years, and also at the same time, one of the most underrated. He didn't even go to the combine. Didn't even go to the combine. A pro day guy. Still got drafted. But honestly should have went 3rd round at the latest.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What were the best parts of his game?
He's 6'3". He might be, I'm going to say 6'3". He's 6'3", maybe 250, but lean. But like, don't think a stick figure. You know, like he's a strong, lean guy, and he's fast. Like the same type of fast Roquan Smith was. Like that kind of athletic. And it's just, like, you would see it too. Like bro, watch back tape. If you turn on any one of the games he was in, I think West Virginia, in my opinion, was a really good game for him. It was on the road, I think 2016, because that was the snow game. He had like maybe a bunch of big plays, but he housed like almost maybe 70, 80 yards to the house. Like, but was able to put so much distance in between him and the trailers, the offensive guys, that he even pulled up. It wasn't a bad strain or anything like that, but you know, it's a cold game, so his muscles are getting tight at the end. Started slowing down, and they just couldn't catch him. He's already pulled away too much. Yeah, Sooner Cowboy knows too. His nose for the football is crazy. Also, like intellectually, just a little the kind of next level before we had a BV in the building. You know, no knock against Bob Stoops, but just like next level intellect. So, yeah. J.Ev, shout out to him, man. He's a good dude too. He brought me to church over here. I was looking for a church home when I first got here, and I landed over at Westside Church of Christ. Went there for a long time. Going to Blanchard Church of Christ now, because it's a lot closer than driving into Norman every time. Who's going to be the de facto leader of the defense? Couple of extra questions here at the end. Wine, Stoney, Jackson, possibly. I think it's Kip. I think like Kip already has that kind of title. Or silent, like dark horse leaders, the Bowen brothers. I think, like, I'm not saying David Stone or Jaden Jackson can emerge as leaders, but I think I'm starting with Kip. Middle linebacker, like quarterback of the defense. He's already like a infectious type of a player. Like his energy bleeds off to other people. I'm thinking Kip's our leader. Dude, Sooner Cowboys should just come on here. Sooner Cowboy Live. It'll be the same show as Rodney Anderson Live. Brandon Schutza. Not Brandon Gibson. So you think running backs room will improve now? I do. It was time for a change-up. I'm leaving it at creative differences as it pertains to DeMarco Murray and the backs that he was able to recruit. I think all of the backs that we've had here recently are insanely talented. I think they're all going to go on and have good careers, some maybe even great careers. But it's just, it wasn't working. We needed a different fit, new blood in the room, so we got Coach McCullough. I think he'll, when things get stale, it never hurts to switch it up. You have to have production, and if you don't,
they had to, right? He went to the league.
Yeah, DeMarco's not going to pass up what is he at, the Chiefs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're not going to pass that job
Coaching up Super Bowl MVP.
Oh, yeah.
Kenneth Walker, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
So crazy how Kenneth Walker it was like an awkward leaving from the Seahawks. Because wasn't it like he was trying to talk to the owner? Like,
it was a weird,
It was a weird story. Like, he was like going to try to talk to the owner, or mentioned it at the parade, and the owner kind of made some awkward comments while he was up on stage. It's just like, damn, all of those words really could have been saved for another time.
Yep.
So, whatever. No, it's going to be interesting to see like what kind of production, because I will say this, there is such a thing as a good collegiate coach, and you're not a good NFL coach, or a good NFL coach, and you're not a good collegiate coach. Like, there's such a thing as that. So, I don't know. I'm excited to watch DeMarco's career too, I guess, how it continues.
So we got Torrey, X.
Yep.
Those kind of seem to maybe the two big, maybe that 1-2.
I think those are our starters. I think I'm leading off with Torrey. For real. I guess second, we're going to bounce back to spring ball again. Second to the tight end story arc, I'm really watching the backfield. Not for necessarily like production, but I want to see how they're being coached, because I kind of have had like this suspicion that they were not previous years haven't been allowed to be themselves fully. Like I've always said that there's not one running back that is the same as the next. Every running back has its own style, and it's a little bit more of a philosophy than something you can teach for fact. Like, it's not as technical as being a kicker, for example, or a quarterback. Like, there's nuance to how you run. I kind of have had the feeling that we're trying to put our running backs in a box. I'm wondering if now maybe that box is removed. Do we see a different running style from Torrey? Do we see a different running style from X? I'll say this. I don't think we're going to see a different running style from X. I think he is that guy. He's like the bruising. He'll run through your chest.
But, also can run away from you.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, his one cut. Like, he does have that ability to run through somebody's chest, stick his foot in the ground, get north, and you won't catch him. So, yeah. Torrey, though, I had this feeling like, why didn't you make that cut? Or wouldn't you try to make the guy miss in that situation? I'm wondering why you put your shoulder down there. It could have just been the fact that he's a rookie in the game, like he's a true freshman. But I don't know. I'm just curious. That's all. I'm just curious. Oh, Brandon Schutza, not Gibson. I think this is a big year for Bill Bedenbaugh.
This is going to be maybe his most consistent, like, in a while.
Yeah.
Like, back-to-back seasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, when the recruiting game changes up the way that it has the past, 5 years, like, Bedenbaugh is a very relational dude that, like, his resume is going to speak for itself. But it's still hard to compete with money, And so I think you have to, like, kind of take a step back if you're Coach Bedenbaugh. I'm just kind of speaking hypothetically, and reassess how you talk to these guys, and then reassess kind of how you bring the same type of information, because the experience and type of coaching and recruiting that he's done in the past, like, it works. So you don't want to abandon it. But you have to kind of figure out how you're going to present that to a new era of student athlete. And I think he's been able to do that. And I think Jim Nagy being there has helped, and being able to speak like the more contractual lingo along with the developmental side of things. Like, I agree. I think year 2, we were a really young line last year and a lot of inexperience, and now we've got full and SEC, I almost said NFL, SEC season under our belts, and I'm only looking for improvement, honestly.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I feel like there's been a lot of turnover over the last few years, like on the O line, just from you bring in portal guys that can contribute immediately, and you can trust them, to hold down the left side of the line or center spot, guard spot, whatever. But you're only getting them for maybe a year because then they go on to the league, they graduate, whatever.
Yeah.
But now he has that young talent, but they got some serious playing time last year. Now this year, you got Fasusi, Foji, Eddie.
Yep.
Those guys have some pretty good experience under their belts.
Yes. Yeah. It'll only help. I mean, that relationship between, and it's good that there's consistency starting now. Spring ball starts tomorrow, and those same dudes will be lining up, putting their hand in the dirt. And that the relationship between the O-line and the running backs starts now. So I'm excited to see, new coaching in the backfield combined with year 2 of Ben Arbuckle's scheme and offense, combined with Bill Bedenbaugh's young pups aren't young no more. So, yeah. Blaylock has some wheels. I agree. Do you feel that way? Like, I kind of feel like we haven't seen, as good as Torrey has been for us, I feel like we've not even scratched the surface.
I mean, it probably, I don't know, it feeds itself, I guess, in some regards. So you're going to have an offensive line blocking in front of you that is now some 2-3 years in Coach Bedenbaugh's system.
Right.
You're going to have the second year of an overall offensive system, and so everyone's going to feel a little bit more comfortable running Arbuckle stuff. And so, yeah, no, I think that there's definitely a lot of feelings that Torrey's going to just get better.
Yeah. There'll be a lot of improvement. Looks like there's some trades happening. Kansas City. I do like this one comment by Sooner Cowboy. Sometimes great players don't make good coaches. Like, you have to relate. You have to. I never really agreed all of the time with my running back coach here, who was Jay Boulware. But relationally, I felt like we could always just be honest with each other. And I never felt like I couldn't say something in front of him, or I'm sure he felt like he could never, he just knew how to treat Rodney. And the way he treated Rodney was not the same way he treated Samaje. It's not the same way he treated Joe and Daniel Brooks, Trey Sermon, Alex Ross, all those guys, Abdul Adams. You just have to be relational at this level because we're all still kids. Yeah, whatever. I feel good about McCulloch being in the backfield.
No,
I really do.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what it looks like.
Yeah. All right. Chat. Y'all been great. Good to see, all the familiar faces. Obviously, good to see some new faces on here as well. We'll do this again next Tuesday at noon. Barring any crazy things happening. Be on the lookout for the double take dropping this Thursday. A lot of cool things. We're still dropping recruiting.
So we got a few more portal interviews.
A few more portal interviews to drop.
Those have been received really well. And then we have our first episode of the film room
Oh yeah,
that Rodney shot with Bishop Thomas.
that was fun.
That was good. So we're gonna try to get some more of those
Yeah.
out soon too.
Some more film room. Y'all, if y'all are curious to see or talk to somebody, like, we've got access. So never be afraid to suggest things. If you're on the stream right now, we're friends. So treat me like a friend. Don't be afraid to say something. All right.
Not your therapist.
Yeah, but I'm not your therapist.
There you go.
I'm your friend. All right, y'all. Appreciate